Your brain is literally programmed to keep you poor and you have no idea it's happening right now. Listen, this isn't about how hard you work. You could be grinding 80 hours a week and still be broke. Because the real problem isn't your effort. It's your wiring. Your brain was built thousands of years ago when survival meant playing it safe. Stay in the cave, avoid the predator, live another day. That programming is still running in your head right now in 2024. Every single day your brain is making tiny decisions that feel good in the moment but destroy your future. You know that feeling when you're about to do something uncomfortable? Maybe it's sending that message to a potential client. Maybe it's investing money instead of spending it. Maybe it's waking up early to work on your side hustle. Your brain screams at you. It throws every excuse in the book. And when you finally give in and choose the easy path, you feel this wave of relief wash over you. That relief is your brain's reward system lighting up. It's the same chemical reaction you get from scrolling social media for 3 hours. From binge watching another series instead of building your skills. From ordering takeout instead of cooking and saving money. Your brain treats you like a good dog who just obeyed a command. Good job, you stayed safe. Here's your dopamine hit, but here's what nobody tells you. That relief is a trap. It's cocaine for your comfort zone. Every time you choose the easy path, you're training your brain that comfort equals reward. You're building neural pathways that make it harder and harder to do difficult things. You're literally rewiring yourself to be poor. Meanwhile, wealthy people have completely different wiring. They've trained their brains to crave discomfort. When they feel that resistance, that fear, that voice saying don't do it, they've learned to recognize it as a signal. That's the direction. That's where the growth is. That's where the money is. Think about it, every single wealthy person you know had to delay gratification at some point. They had to say no to buying stuff they wanted. They had to invest in themselves when it was scary. They had to work on their business while their friends were partying. They had to have uncomfortable conversations. Your brain is literally wired to keep you poor and you have no idea it's happening. Listen, right now your brain is running a program designed thousands of years ago when survival meant avoiding risk at all costs. Back then if you took a chance and failed you died. So your ancestors who played it safe lived long enough to pass on their genes. Guess what? You inherited that same operating system. And in today's world that ancient programming is destroying your financial future. Every single day your brain is making micro decisions that keep you exactly where you are. When an opportunity comes up to start that side business your brain screams danger. When you think about investing your savings it floods your system with anxiety. When you consider asking for that raise it convinces you that staying quiet is safer. And here's what's wild, your brain actually rewards you for staying small. Every time you choose the comfortable path you get a hit of relief. That relief triggers dopamine, the same chemical that makes drugs addictive. You're literally getting high on playing it safe. Meanwhile wealthy people have trained their brains differently. They've learned to associate discomfort with growth, risk with reward, delayed gratification with massive payoffs. Their brains are running a completely different program, and the gap between you and them gets wider every single day you stay on autopilot. But there's something else happening that nobody talks about. Your environment is constantly reinforcing your current reality. You hang around people who think small so you think small. You consume content that keeps you comfortable so you stay comfortable. You make decisions based on immediate relief instead of long-term gain. And your brain loves this because it confirms that you're safe. But safe doesn't build wealth. Safe doesn't create opportunities. Safe keeps you exactly where you are right now. The people who break free from this cycle understand something crucial. Your comfort zone is not protecting you. It's imprisoning you. Every day you stay inside it your brain gets better at keeping you there. The walls get thicker. The exit gets harder to find. And eventually you convince yourself that this is just who you are. That you're not the type of person who takes risks. Not the type who builds businesses. Not the type who gets wealthy. But that's not truth. That's just programming. Here's what actually separates people who build wealth from people who stay broke. Despite all your hard work you still feel stuck financially? The answer is not about how much effort you put in. It is about how your brain is actually wired against your success. Your brain was designed thousands of years ago when survival was the only thing that mattered. Back then staying safe meant staying alive. Taking risks could get you killed. So your brain developed this incredible system to keep you in your comfort zone. And that same system is now keeping you poor. When you scroll through social media your brain feels safe. When you watch another video your brain feels comfortable. When you stay in that job you hate your brain celebrates because familiar equals safe. But when you think about starting that business, your brain screams danger. When you consider investing, your brain hits the panic button. Here's what happens inside your head. Every single time you avoid discomfort, your brain releases a chemical reward. It literally gives you a hit of relief like a drug. And just like any drug, that relief becomes addictive. You start craving safety more than success. You start choosing comfort over growth. The wealthy understand something most people never figure out. Real wealth requires delayed gratification. It means doing uncomfortable things today for rewards that come months or years later. But most of us never develop that muscle. We want instant results. We want immediate comfort. We want the reward now. Think about it. When was the last time you did something genuinely uncomfortable for your future? Not something hard, something uncomfortable, something that made your brain scream at you to stop. Most people cannot remember because they have spent years training their brain to avoid discomfort at all costs. But here is the incredible news. Your brain is not fixed. It is neuroplastic. That means you can literally rewire it. You can reprogram the software that is running your life. You can change the default settings that keep pulling you back to poverty. Start small. Embrace one uncomfortable thing every single day. Wake up 30 minutes earlier even though your bed feels amazing. Have that difficult conversation you have been avoiding. Spend an hour learning a new skill instead of scrolling. Make that sales call that terrifies you. Each time you choose discomfort over comfort, you are literally reshaping your brain. These small challenges rewire your neural pathways. They teach your brain that discomfort leads to growth, not start one step at a time. Each action builds your strength. The more unpleasant task you do, the more you gain confidence. When you have attained certain milestones, maybe started the business, gone back to school, joined that acting class, signed up for trading class or investment class, you will truly feel good that you can achieve anything. So I beg and implore you, as long as you have breath in you, do something worthwhile. Subscribe to this channel to get to your potential.